Hi guys, well today I'll explain a little about the 10 theories of persuasion when I think out about this topic. I get a lot of attention and although this video is to be delivered as a project in my English class. It is fascinating. Don't worry if you don't understand the theories at first, because later, by means of an example, we can have a better understanding. Uh, so let's starting with the first theory. Okay, the first theory is called the amplification hypothesis, and it happens when we express with certainty a certain attitude. That attitude hardens, becoming more resistant to persuasion. However, if we express uncertainty, the attitude softens. And the second theory is called conversion theory. And what happens is that in groups, the minority can have a disproportionate effect, turning many of the majority members to their own cause. This is because many members of the majority group are not strongly convinced of their cause. They have often been disillusioned with the group's purpose, process, or leader and are looking for a viable alternative. So the third is the theory of manipulation or information manipulation theory. In order to persuade a person, one of the four maxims of a conversation are deliberately broken. So, first, quantity. The information provided will be complete, as expected by the listener and without omissions. Second is quality. The information provided will be truthful and correct. The third is a relationship. The information will be relevant to the topic in question. And fourth is appearance. Things will be presented in a way that allows others to understand them and with the appropriate nonverbal language. So, one moment, please. So, the fourth is called priming theory or priming. So, priming involves the presentation on a stimulus that will influence future thoughts and actions in the short term, even though they might not seem connected. Priming usually has a limited effect, maintaining its effectiveness around 24 hours, although with proper training its effects can be much more persistent. So, the fifth theory is called the reciprocity standard or reciprocity norm. And this is a very common social norm which states that if I give you something or help you in any way, you are obligated to return the favor. Our obligation to return favors done by others. Okay, and the sixth theory is the principle or scarcity principle. That what happens is that in our need to control our world, choice is an important freedom. If something becomes scarce, we want it more. This desire increases even more in the thing that someone else could get it and thus again the sale position that we would have had. So, and the seven is the sleeper effect. This. So, is a persuasive message tend to diminish in effect over time, except for message from low credibility sources. Message that begin with low persuasion gain it as our means slowly dissociate the source of the message. And okay, and the eighth is social influence. And social influence has to do with the way in which a person perceives himself in relation to the factor or influence that links him to other people and the society in general. Okay, and the ninth is jail's change of attitude or jail attitude change approach. Uh, this approach, based on several years of Yale University research, found several factors that must be present in a persuasive discourse. The first is the speaker must be credible and attractive to the public. If two people speak one after the other immediately, it is best to intervene first. Primacy effect. If two people are talking with a delay between them, it is best to intervene last. And the best are at age range is 18 to 25. Finally, the theory of the powerful teams or ultimate terms. So, and it happens that certain words have more power than others. This theory divides persuasive words into three categories. The first is terms God. So, those words that carry blessings or demand obedience or sacrifice. And the second is devil terms. Devil terms, uh, so those terms that are despised and evoke discomfort. And the third is charismatic terms. Those words that are intangible, less observable than any of them, good or evil. So and and okay. Um, the other is one moment, please. Yes. So, well, after this brief explanation of the theories, I will proceed to use a film in which we can see how the protagonist Charlie uses one of the theories, that of priming. Yes, I would love to exemplify all the theories. However, the film focus, which is by actor Will Smith, along with Margot Robbie, we can clearly show how priming is used to summarize a little about what the film is about. So I will say that a veteran or a veteran man named Nikki supports a young and attractive woman, Jessie, but things get complicated when they get romantically involved. Then, which is what happens is one part of the movie. It happens that in the 70th America's Associated Soccer franchise, the champions game of Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Nikki enters an increasingly extravagant betting around with gambler Li Yuan Si, BD1, eventually losing all the money the team has won. To get it back, Nikki asked C to pick any player honor of the field and says yes. Jesse will guess the number chosen. And Jesse checks the field and realizes that Farhad wears the shirt number 55 and realizes it's another scam. They finally, these millions of dollars, un moment, yeah, this is, okay, uh, Nikki explains to Jesse how she had been programmed to choose 55 signs his arrival with subconscious quests throughout the day. Then, as the priming had said in this case, it was very evident as it was a stimulus that influenced says future through thoughts and actions, even though they didn't seem to be connected. Generally, priming has a limited effect, maintaining its effectiveness around 24 hours. Although, with proper training, its effects can be much more persistent. It is strategy widely used in advertising subliminal effect, which in the films, if you have seen, it is as if the number 55 had been subliminally for the whole day's night. Then this basically consisted of the association of symbols or stimuli in the most explicit context, but in an almost imperceptible way. Well, guys, that's what it wanted to explain to you. I hope you have understood the theories. I hope you will see your film, as you will probably be able to see other theories throughout it and enjoy it very much. Bye bye.